Oh, this is great. Oh, there goes a police car. That was a police car down in the wheels. He's probably not happy right now. And it's, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Dude, it just keeps going over the wheel. They're like stuck in it right now. All right, have you ever seen something so absolutely hideous and beautiful at the same time? Yes, that is a Pigeon truck. Now, you might be saying to yourself, really, you guys gonna interrupt my intro? As I was saying, you might be saying to yourself, Camodo, there's already a Pigeon truck. But is that truck this thick? Absolutely not. So this thing is like a Frankenstein of a diesel chassis, a roamer suspension. Obviously, you got the Pigeon. And I want to say that it's also a diesel engine. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what are you going to do with this today, Camodo? Well, I've got plans. The cheat menu has been updated, and it's added some very, very unique features, but we got to try this out first real quick. I just want to drive it around. I mean, it kind of looks neat. That's the weirdest thing, hearing that whistle coming from a Pigeon. I mean, is it even a Pigeon at this point? I got a serious question for people that, you know, like, say, like, Franken vehicles, because obviously this is a Franken vehicle. It's got a ton of different parts from different cars stuck together. So what do you base the car off? Like, what do you call it? Is it because it's got a Pigeon body, it's considered a Pigeon? Or would you call it, like, I don't know, a diesel that has a Pigeon body? Well, like, what? I guess, you know, Pigeon truck is the correct terminology. But, like, say, like, Franken vehicles. So just because it's got the body of a different vehicle, but it's, like, completely something else under it, do you just call it by the body? Does that even make sense to anybody, what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
Probably doesn't. Anyways, I mean, it's actually kind of cool. Hold on, let's get in the inside. It's a little bouncy. The roamer suspension's doing some very unique things right now. Why is it bouncing so much? Oh my goodness, this would definitely be an unpleasant vibration in my butt cheeks. That also sounds kind of weird too. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's I love really unique, I guess you call it mods of mods here in BeamNG Drive. But I was like, all right, what else are we gonna do with it? Well, the cheat menu that we've been using has an update. Now, this is not to be confused with Stefan's car scaler. Check this out. Now, in the cheat menu, you could scale up the car, but you could also scale up just the wheels. So you can change the wheel width and the diameter. Right now, it's 21 inches. Now, this one has two different sizes of wheels. So maybe we'll start off small here. Let's go to 30. Let's go here. All right, so how does this work? So if I exit, oh my goodness, it's like an enlarging, I mean, the wheel just got bigger on the screen. Today's video, if you're not watching the actual video, is gonna be taken out of context. What in the heck? So, hold on, we can make the tires thicker. Stop honking at me, I'm gonna run your car over. So yeah, with the car scaler, it's the whole car, and it works flawlessly. Don't get me wrong, like, I love the car scaler mod. All right, so let's make this wider. Let's go 500 here. So, okay. That is not what I expected to happen. So yeah, there is a size multiplier, which this is the thing that you could do in the car scaler. Hold on, if I just go times 2, do we? Okay, so it instantly happens like the car scaler. Oh my goodness. You know, it works really well. I mean, it works like the car scaler. The car scaler, you could do a little bit more fine. This looks ridiculous, by the way. Yeah, the car scaler, you can do a little bit more fine adjustments. I do wonder if I get into a vehicle that already has big tires, maybe tires that are a little bit further away from the body, and maybe the same size tires, that changing just the tire size would work a little bit better. Now, this is a big Pigeon. But I had to start with this, and I had to start with the cheat menu. Now, you could easily do it with the car scaler, which we'll probably pull the car scaler out too. But just the whole fact that these are the new features on the cheat menu, which it's so cool. That cheat menu gets updated like every... Oh, that's not normal. Yeah, that cheat menu gets updated every freaking week. Okay, how... If I go times 10, does this happen instantly? Yeah, so I really do like that. Oh my goodness. Hold on, does it? Okay, so what about the power? So this is the thing that might be a little bit different between the two mods, is that Stefan's scales up the engine power too whenever you scale up the car. Now, you could do that with this. You just have to do it in a separate menu. So we could. And this is where you could probably make it pretty funky. What if I went times 20 power? What happens here? Does it? Oh, it doesn't even roll. Wait, what? Vehicle, pigeon truck. I need you to go forward. If I could roll over the vehicles in front of me, it would be incredible because my wheel's the size of a building right now, and it's okay. On, I got this. Let me lock the rear differential. I have no clue as to why that. Okay, so it doesn't appear to be scaling the power up. So you could probably work on it in the menu to get it to eventually roll, but it's not rolling like Stefan's where it just like instantly works. I don't know why the doors and stuff popped open, but that was a feature too. Let's see with Stefan's mod, the car scaler, if we can make this thing a gigantic rampaging beast. All right, folks, we got to do it. So let's go ×5. So this is like one of those things that just works. Oh, except for I killed the traffic there. Hold on. Oh yeah, look at that. She's rolling. It doesn't roll super fast, you know, even though it does scale up the power. Yeah. This car is doing some funny things. I think probably the best thing to do with this one is maybe ×2 or ×3. We're at over ×5 right now, and this thing is a slow mover, but you know what? It's getting across the map. Now, this is the way you're supposed to use this truck. Hold on. Let's go ×10. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I might have broken something. I am hitting traffic right now. There we go. I think we've officially done it now. It's as big... Wait, hold on. So guys, let me give you guys the scaling of this. That is all of Utah. That's all the playable area except for like the tunnel. That's our giant pigeon truck. That is. Oh, hold on. We can see the engine now. The big old diesel in there. Let me unpause it. Oh, I don't know what's happening with the grill there. That is definitely unique. Okay, so I think if we're going to use this properly, yes, you can make it as big as the map, but I think we have to go to West Coast. You know, now that you think about it, this thing's got to be compatible with a lot of the diesel truck mods. Like a lot of the overpowered turbos and stuff. Hold on. I keep finding new things that I want to do. Is there a hitch option for this? Say if I... All right, so this is a truck bed. Is it... Oh, I just backed into a cop. Hold on. I haven't become a giant vehicle yet. I'll go rampaging here in a minute. I'm actually legitimately having fun, and I'm coming up with new things here that I want to do with this. So the rear frame. Hold on. Let's get rid of the bed. So under the bed, is there a traditional? No. I was trying to figure out if we could hook up like a legitimately like big semi-trailer. I don't think we could do that. Yeah, you've only got the one a little bit smaller. I mean, it could still tow a trailer. It's just got a different style hitch. Hold on. We could do this, though. So I technically... could make this carry a trailer. Now, whether or not it's going to be able to do that, yeah, I completely forgot about the little attachments here. So, hold on. Let me get a trailer out. We're going to see what kind of pulling power this thing has. I actually think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be completely fine. I'm going to go ahead. I hate backing these things up. I'm going to line this up in the world editor real quick and see if I can. I just got to get it on the money here. You know, get it kind of close. Okay, let's try this real quick. I think it's... Is it there? Oh, did I actually do that right? L... Oh, I'm back. Oh, I'm going to need to back this up real quick. Oh, there it is. I'm hooked. So, if I were to just turn on the rear differential here... That... You know, I'm not surprised it works. Once again, it comes back to Franken vehicle. It's really a diesel. Just has a pigeon body. That works actually really well. I mean, we probably could continue to hook up... Dude, really? That merge was the worst thing I think I've ever seen. Hold on. Gonna go get tasty cola to the people. Yeah, I had to do this before I scaled it up. I was just genuinely curious. I was like, you know, this is a diesel. I should be able to do diesel things with it. It is bogging down a little bit. I think once we get over that initial, like, hump of the first couple gears, like, it'll slowly get up to highway speed here. Yep, I have no clue what this video is. You know, you just gotta love BeamNG. I swear, the things that you could do in here. I would like maybe mirror extensions. That would be nice. Also, like I said, if possible, I don't know what the author's plans are with this mod. If we could get a traditional, like, you know how to make that middle attachment? Like, if that style of hookup could just be on the back, I think that would be actually a pretty cool feature. And you could legitimately drive this like a truck. Ooh, that's pretty close on the clearance there. Is this thing setting off the... Maybe it is. Maybe, is this setting taller than a traditional semi chassis? I want to say, because that back wheel is big. No, that's about the size of the semi wheels that are on the trailer. I think it's actually probably the standard height. It just, you come really close under those bridges there. I don't even know what we're doing today. This is something else. Okay. We really want to make this an experience here. Let me go ahead. Let me release this. I'm gonna pick it back up. Let me make this look more like an American semi. Oh my goodness, it was just ×2. It wasn't even that big. Oh, you know what I just realized? When you do that, that hitch no longer, I believe, is going to attach to that middle. Yeah, 2 scales up really nice as far as the power. Unlock that rear differential. I guess we have one issue here is the, probably gonna have to take this into downtown. Yeah, I was wanting to hook it back up, and then I realized when you scale up the vehicle, it also scales up the hitch, and the hitch is now like probably about 10 feet over where it needs to be. Yeah, it's one of those videos where the idea kind of diverted from like, I was like, okay, we're going to check out this Pigeon truck, and then I'm just going to make it giant using the cheat menu, which maybe you could still use the cheat menu with this. So we got it scaled up. I wonder if I can manipulate the tires now that it's a much bigger vehicle. Like, could we hit that 100-inch diameter tire? Actually, it's probably way over 100 now. Wait, but is it scaling to the car scaler, or is it scaling to the original car? So it might make it big anyways. Dude, the brakes suck on these now. Wait a minute. Hold on. So if you do combine these 2 mods, see, this is a big brain moment. I don't really have big brain moments a lot. I think the only time it ever happens is when you're on the toilet and you think of an idea and then you forget about it as soon as you get out of the bathroom. Like, if I were to turn up the brake strength, we probably could make this a little more functional. Okay, so I used the cheat engine to turn the brakes up. So they're now ×2. So in theory, this thing's going to... Oh yeah, it does seem like it. I mean, it's sliding because of the scale, but it does seem like the brakes actually work better now. So you could make these 2 things work together. You could make the ultimate overpowered vehicle doing this. So there is a box truck that is currently stuck under my truck on. Dude, the running over of vehicles with these tires is like one of the most incredible things ever, and now it's not going to work if you hit a pole, though. You know, maybe one day, those are going to be dynamic objects in BeamNG. I really hope to see the day where, say, like, the poles you can knock down, the signs, even though you can go through a lot of the street signs, and maybe, like, the mailboxes and stuff. That would be wonderful. Yeah, I think we're at about max how big we want to be in the city streets here. Hold on, let's also play with some of the other stuff. So... can I make the tires wider? Is it scale? What's it scaled to right now? So right now it says it's at 300, but that's for a traditional car. So if I just up it here, oh my goodness, you can make the tire. Yeah, that one seems to be very experimental, that setting. Let's go just a little bit wider. Let's go 450. Maybe 450 will work. Hold on, let me reset the vehicle. There we go. Well, the fronts pop. Yeah. I think it makes it pretty unusable for a lot of situations. You know what we could do? I could just scale up the trailer. I know I talked about the hitch, like, setting over it. I mean, I could scale anything up in the world that I want. I could just make a giant semi. Of course, as soon as I get to a bridge, we're going to run into the issue of not being able to, you know, go down the bridge. Oh, this is great. Oh, there goes a police car. That was a police car down in the wheels. He's probably not happy right now, and it's, yeah, oh my goodness. Dude, it just keeps going over the wheel. They're like stuck in it right now. Oh, and thankfully I have the brakes turned up. Oh, never mind, that popped it. You know, I truly don't know what we're doing here today. It was a weird episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go check out the Pigeon truck. All the mods are linked down in the description, including the cheat menu and Stefan's vehicle scalers. So if you want to recreate this vehicle, maybe make it better, comment down below. Give me your settings. How did you make this Pigeon truck thingy better?